K common monomial factor. So given here we have 20 a to the power 4 b c squared plus 15 a squared b cubed c minus 25 a b to the power 4 c. So first let's consider the constant number. We have 20, 15, 25. Now we will look for the greatest common factor of every constant number. Also the variable, but later on I will explain the variable. Now in a constant number, we have 20. We will use prime factorization. So the factor of 20 is 4 and 5. But 4 is still not a prime. So the factor of 4 is 2 times 2. Therefore, we have 2 times 2 times 5. And here 15, we have 3 times 5. So we have 3 and 5. And 25, we have 5 times 5. So we have 5 times 5. In a variable, as you see, we have a, b, c for the first term. Second term, we have a, b, c. And third term, we have a, b, c. Therefore, we have common a, common b, and common c. So I write here, in the first term, we have a to the power 4, b, c squared. In the second term, we have a squared, b cubed, c. In the third term, we have a, b to the power 4, c. So as you see, here we have a. So in getting the greatest common factor of the variable, we will look for the smallest exponent. Now the exponent of a is 1. So we have 4, 2, and 1. Therefore, our common variable of a is a. Now let's have b. We have b, b cubed, and b to the power 4. So our common b is b because that is the smallest exponent, which is equal to 1. Here we have c, c squared, c, and c. So the common c is c. Therefore, the common number or common prime number of 20, 15, and 25 is equal to 5. And the common a is a. The common b is b. The common c is c. Therefore, our common monomial factor is 5abc. Now, we will look for the remaining factor. Since a is belong to the common or CMF, and the remaining constant number is 2 and 2. So 2 times 2 is equal to 4. Now our a to the power 4, then our common is a. Therefore, we will subtract the exponent by the common a. Now the exponent of a is 1. So 4 minus 1, that would be equal to cube. So a to the power of cube. Now b, we have b here. B, the exponent of b is equal to 1. The exponent of here is equal to 1. So 1 and 1, no more b. We have c squared and c. The exponent of c is equal to 1. So we have 2 and 1. Subtract it. That would be equal to c or 1. Okay. Now for the second term, we have a squared, then minus ito 1, that would be equal to a. B cubed minus by b, it means to divide it by b. Next, in dividing the variable, we will subtract the exponent. That is why we are subtracting here. So we have b cubed, then b, that would be b squared. And we have c divided by c. There's no more c. Now let's have the third term. We have a, then no more a. We have b to the power of 4, then divided by b to the power of, b with the exponent of 1, that would be subtracted, then that would be equal to b cubed. Then we have c, then c, no more c. So in the factor of these given polynomials would be, the common monomial factor is 5abc, and the remaining factor is 4 times a cubed times c, that will be 4a cubed c. Then we will copy the operation. We have plus. Then the second term, we have 3 times a times b squared, that would be 3ab squared. Then copy the operation. We have subtraction. Then 5 times b cubed, that will be 5 times b cubed. Now that would be our factor. This is our CMF, or common monomial factor, and this would be our quotients together with the common monomial factor, or the remaining factor in this problem. Okay, so let's proceed on given number 2. Now number 2, we have 14 m cubed n minus 28 m squared n. So the first term is, we have 14 m cubed n. The second term is 28 m squared n. Now the factor of 14 is 2 times 7. That would be equal to 14. Then we have m cubed and n. The factor of 28 is 4 times 7, but 4 is not a prime, so we will make it a prime. So 2 times 2 times 7 times m squared times n. Now as you see, the common is, we have 2 and 2 and 7. Okay? Now, since dini duha man kabuok ang 2, kung pila kabuok 2 ang sa first term, same pod na 2 ang sa second term. So if usara ka 2, then sa second term usara pod, therefore natay remain na 2. Understood? Therefore, our CMF is 2 times 7 times m squared times n. By the way, we have common m, so the smallest exponent is m squared. And we have common n, the smallest exponent is n. Therefore, we have m squared and n, or that would be equal to 14 m squared n. Now, to get the remaining factor, 2 and 7 is already the CMF. Let's proceed on m. M cubed divided by m squared, that will be equal to m. Then n divided by n, no more n. Now, second term, we have 2 and 7. Therefore, the remaining here is 2. Then we have m squared divided by m squared, no more m. N divided by n, no more n. So therefore, our common monomial factor is 14m squared n. And the remaining factor is m. Then copy the operation. minus, then 2. Okay, this would be the first term and the second term. Also here, the first term, second term, and third term. Understood? Okay. Now, if you get the point or understand the lesson, please answer number 3.